Jalen Brunson has called out the New York Knicks after an underwhelming start to a season where the Knicks have been expected to be the best team in the Eastern Conference, talking about Mike Brown's coaching and also there being a ton of concern about the bench unit as a whole, while Josh Hart also just said something that Knicks fans are absolutely hating right now, and as Knicks fans, very concerned. We're going to go into all that, guys. It looks like I have black eyes with my lighting right now, and we're going to jump right into things as always, guys. But real quick, if you are a part of that percentage that is not subscribe to Knicks Digest. If you're part of that 55%, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single New York Knicks update. We got a lot of great videos coming at you every single day that you don't want to miss out on. We're having so much fun on this channel right now. There's daily Knicks updates with the Knicks being in the season and usually more videos than one per day. We're just a little sick right now, but we're going to jump right into things, guys. There is a lot to go over because, look, Jalen Brunson's played some excellent basketball starting this season, but the rest of the team just frankly has not. There's no way around it. The team just doesn't look good whatsoever right now. They don't look connected. They don't look like they're playing an actual offense. The defense individually is good, but they still need to figure out how to play together as a team, something that should be farther along. However, with new coach Mike Brown in there, things are changing, and that has caused some delays in the Knicks figuring out everything that they have to do for their team to be their best selves. But definitely this is a bit concerning. Now, Jalen Brunson's comments, we're going to jump right into them because he said, "We didn't have any game plan discipline. We didn't do what was asked of us. Coach came up with a game plan, and it's on us to deliver. We can't switch the game plan if we don't do the game plan hard enough. I don't know what to say." Well, that also sounds like Brunson's not thrilled with Mike Brown's game plan, but also more than anything, just upset with the way the Knicks are playing. Brunson's having an excellent season thus far, unsurprisingly. The man's putting up 31 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, 5.4 assists, getting a steal per game, shooting 48% from the field. He's only shooting 32% from three right now, but we know that he'll get that up. We know who Jalen Brunson is. That's not anything that we have to be concerned about. Meanwhile, Mike Brown has also discussed this whole situation, saying, against the Bulls, this was in the first game against them, it's really simple tonight. We lacked physicality that we wanted to have, and we've been showing on the defensive end of the floor. Our ability to guard the basketball was not good in the first half. We were getting blown by possession after possession after possession, and guys were finishing at the rim with no defense there. Our defense tonight in the first half, especially in the second half, it was a little easier, but was non-existent, and it starts with guarding the basketball. We have to do better. Guard the basketball, and it has to be with a sense of physicality, because if we don't, teams are going to do exactly what Chicago did in the offensive end of the floor. We lost 3 in a row. We've hit some adversity early in the season. I'm interested to see how we respond. And Brown continued by saying, we have to give a little time first before I'm too worried about it, but our bench does have to play better. We've got to knock down those shots, or we've got to finish at the rim when we get there, or try to get out in transition to try to get a couple of easy ones from the guys coming off the bench. Right now, we're not doing any of it. And, I mean, Mike Brown's right. The bench has been absolutely atrocious to start the season. I mean, the Knicks went out there and focused on adding that bench unit and getting it stronger. They brought in Gershon Yabusele, who's had a really, really, really rough start to his Knicks career. Jordan Clarkson, the same deal. Everyone outside of Deuce McBride who started some games, I mean, they've all played poorly. The bench has been terrible. It's been really, really bad, and that's why the Knicks are struggling. I mean, Mike Brown says right here, we have to take pride in guarding the basketball with a sense of energy and sense of urgency and physicality. On top of that, when that was mentioned, we see a Knicks fan right here, and Leonardo Yorgo, I believe that's pronounced. Mike Brown keeps talking about effort, urgency, pride. Tibbs used to teach those principles through structure. Brown just keeps talking about them. That's the difference between culture and confusion. So not only this, but we're also seeing Knicks fans already start to miss Tom Thibodeau on top of this. So it's not just on the players. It's not just on the bench. Now everybody is getting involved because, frankly, the Knicks, they shouldn't be 2-3, dude. They should not be 2-3. They're losing to teams that they have no business losing to. And it's getting frustrating because they're supposed to be the best team in the Eastern Conference. Instead, they're 2-3. So they have a right to be upset. They really do. It makes sense. I would be upset as well. So the Knicks, they need to find a way how to lock in and prevent this from going any further. Because right now, this is just not a good look for the team whatsoever. It's just not. They look bad. They look unprepared. They don't look ready to play. And that is a lot on coaching. But it's also on the players to have to figure that out as well. So we need to see the Knicks really lock in over these next couple of games, especially against the Bulls again. And one of the big issues has been the lack of success from Josh Hart this season. I mean, the man, through 4 games, is putting up 3 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's not playing well. His win shares are literally in the negatives right now. He's got a 5.8 PER. He's not had a good start to the year, and there is a lot of fear surrounding that, especially because, as we know, Josh Hart is dealing with a finger injury that's preventing him from playing his best basketball. He has his finger wrapped up in all these games. The knuckle is absolutely huge, and it definitely is problematic. Now, Josh Hart talked about this injury as well and the possibility of getting surgery, and he said, for me, there probably will be a process until I get the full feeling back. And that hand will be what it is, and shooting, I'm working with Knicks' new shooting coach, Peter Patton, all the time, and that will come along. So, yeah, I'm not getting surgery. On top of that, Hart said, I feel like I've got the biggest adjustment out of the whole team, just in terms of role. Starting, not starting, how the minutes are going to be, and I've got to know every position. There's going to be times where I'm bringing the ball up. There's going to be times where I'm the 5. There's going to be times where I'm the 4. So I literally have to know every play from every different position, and it's one thing to know it in practice and go through it, but when it's game pace, that's the real test to it. So I'm still figuring that stuff out, and it's an adjustment. But this team, this is my 7th coach, so I've had a lot of adjusting to do in my career, so should be solid. That is a really, really, really uninspiring quote by Josh Hart. That is really uninspiring. Like, for him to go out and basically say, yeah, it's hardest for me because what Mike Brown's asking me to do is insane. That's what that sounds like. And I know what Josh is saying. He played a bunch of different positions with Tom Thibodeau too. But clearly, Josh Hart is somewhat uncomfortable with everything right now, to say the least. So when we look at this, we should have some cautious concern with Josh and with everything that's going on right now. Because Josh Hart, man, like, that's just, you don't want to hear that. You really don't want to hear that out of one of your real leaders on this team. I mean, Josh is not only one of the most important players on the team because when he plays the way that we know he can and is that glue guy, he's just one of the most impactful players in the NBA. But he also is their vocal leader outside of Jalen Brunson. I've said this before, how in hockey, how they have the C patch for the captain and the A patch for the assistant captain. Josh Hart would have that A patch on his jersey. He is the second in command of this Knicks team in terms of leadership. So we want to see him go out there and not say stuff like this. We want to see him go out there, and I mean, he did say that he's going to figure it out. It's not like he's like, well, I'm never going to figure this out. This sucks. But he does seem pretty doesn't seem thrilled with the situation. Now, we can look at some of these Knicks lineups and start to take a look at everything. I mean, as we see right here, funnily enough, when we just look at the best ratings and everything, unsurprisingly, look who's there. I mean, it's just, in these minute usages, it's the same players. It's the same players. I mean, we see the best net rating is unsurprisingly Mitchell Robinson being on the court, because that's what it always is. It's the JB, Mikal, OG, Towns, Robinson lineup, the lineup that we know is the best one the Knicks can throw out there. They have a net rating of 105.4 in those 7 minutes that they played together. Outside of that, we also see good net ratings with Jordan Clarkson, Towns, OG, Mikal, and Tyler Kolek, weirdly enough, which doesn't feel like a rotation that would work. But hey, it is. The Knicks are experimenting a lot, and that's part of this, is everyone has to figure out their roles. Josh Hart, for the most part, is on positive rated groups too. I mean, we see him with the old starting lineup, JB, Mikal, Josh Hart, OG, Cat, and that lineup looks good right now. 27 net rating. They're doing well despite the fact that the teams now know how to guard that situation. So we do see Josh Hart in there with an important lineup, but at the same time, this is worrisome. I do not like these quotes from Josh Hart whatsoever. Now, at the same time, just a reminder, as Omar mentioned, of the Josh Hart cycle. Hold up, does he suck? Oh, Jesus Christ, is this Sean Marion? I'm not worried about Josh Hart. The man knows how to do this now. He's a vet at this. Also, Jalen Brunson does the same thing where he gets better as the season goes along. Josh also acts like that. Not acts like that, but plays like that. He gets better as the year goes along. So I'm not too concerned. I'm just frustrated with the way that the season has started. What are you guys most frustrated about? For me, it's clearly been the bench unit. Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day. Go Knicks.